Okay, this is another, you know, and I love this because this is the Kingman turquoise, but I also feel like it looks beautiful with the linear pendant we just had of the Sonoran. We sold this for $129.95, first time low price, and again, uber comfortable on the finger when you look at the setting on this one, the way this is designed, and anything linear, I like makes the fingers look long and gorgeous. Okay, $89.98 today, Jay.
Okay, the main thing with this is an American turquoise. It's the only, in the 70s when I started doing this, I bought from, I counted them one time, well actually several times, there were 26 individual different American mines in the early 70s and the late 70s that I bought from in America. The Kingman mine, which is really probably one of the oldest mines that even goes back to ancient cultures, actually mined turquoise from the Mineral Park deposit. This is Blue Basin, okay? So pretty. At one time, this was the most expensive turquoise that I had in my private collection that I had. Yeah, I paid more for it than I even paid for Sleeping Beauty.
Really?
Now, that being said, this material does not exist. I could sell the raw material that I have for way more than even this. To be honest with you, at this, I could sell those cabochons. I could sell just the raw material without even cutting it in cabochons for far more than any design that you'll ever see us do. This material is really highly collectible. It's some of, in my personal opinion, it's some of the finest material that ever came out of the Kingman deposit. And Marty, you know, Marty Cobalt, the owner of the Kingman mine, and their family, Koylin, they're the ones that actually introduced me to my wife.
Oh,
right?
Is that right?
I met my wife because of a turquoise mine in Kingman, Arizona.
I love that.
Yeah, and
because
so,
you are turquoise. I mean, you started with turquoise. This has been your entire career.
Well, you know, turquoise is kind of, you know, that was my #1 stone. That was the first design I ever did. But I actually, because of this mine, and is where I actually was introduced to my wife. The thing with this material, this is Blue Basin. I know that Marty, we actually have a photo, you know, B-roll of this when they first found this deposit. And he has his whole backyard just filled with the material. I'm sure that Marty would love if he could go back in a time machine, because that was well over a decade ago, maybe even longer now, that they have that. The Blue Basin doesn't even exist anymore. I have some incredible footage from my plane. One time I put my plane on autopilot, and then I cranked it around. I put it on autopilot, and I just kept spinning the gyro. I don't know. They used to have the footage. I don't know if they still do, but it actually showed the Blue Basin. And what it was in the mountain, and it looked like a turquoise pond.
I bet. Yeah.
But that's where they found the Blue Basin, and the color was the same color as the Blue Basin turquoise. But it was because of the copper that was in that, you know, the copper that was in that formed the turquoise. So I have a long history with this. You cannot buy this material anywhere. I've had people offer me stupid money for the raw material that I still have, the rough. And to be honest with you, I have very little. Hence, what you're seeing is one ring.
That's it.
I made for the gallery collection. I can make like small cabs. I could probably like maybe do a few cups. I have probably less than probably 20 kilos of this material. It's not like I've got a lot of material.
Oh, and by the way, Hubei earrings gone. Congratulations. Sold out on that one.
You cannot go wrong on the Hubei.
And don't let that happen to you. Do not miss out on this amazing ring. And when you look at these prices again today, I mean, exactly, $99.99 for below $100, and particularly listening to the great story and the rare, $89, that's right, even less, so $89.99. And the whole ring is about 1 7/16 of an inch. But even if you look at the side, again, speaking to the setting, there's only 400 of these to go around. This is beautifully balanced, obviously connected to that that smooth, flat base, but all done. Look at the side. Even the side, they must have done this the same as the Sonoran with the setting?
So this is, on the settings, the same thing, okay? This is made from sterling silver sheet material. So you can see like Bobby, where she can actually put her fingers together.
Yeah.
Right? It's not uncomfortable, even though it's a very, a nice look, a larger ring. You're gonna find that the big thing is a lot of times when you have these longer designs and the linear designs, they're very uncomfortable, and you tend to not be wearing them all the time. You keep taking them off and you put them somewhere.
Right.
And then you spend about half the day trying to remember where you put the ring, right?
Exactly.
So they're very comfortable. Here again, you're buying an iconic, not only an iconic design, but an iconic turquoise.
So we about 300 left there. Don't hang up on that one, 878-188. Okay, these are a couple of items, that were not actually scheduled to air. I saw this yesterday and went, what? Of course, I seem to gravitate